The Great Patriotic War. Hello everyone, my name is Sophia, and today we're going to talk about the Great Patriotic War. The Great Patriotic War was started in June 22, 1941, and ended in May 9, 1945. It was war between Soviet Union and Nazi Germany. In fact, Soviet Union lost more than 27 million people and saved the world from fascism. It was the most terrible and the bloodiest war in Russian history. So many people died. In the morning of June 22, about that war was started, announced to the Soviet people on the radio. People were scared.
Внимание! Говорит Москва! Говорит Москва! Заявление советского правительства. Граждане и гражданки Советского Союза. Сегодня, 22 июня, 4 часа утра, без объявления войны.
Soldiers, old and even young people, they began to fight for their homeland. In the winter, the temperature was about -40. Red Army soldiers received special winter clothing. Officers received sheepskin coats, and soldiers received overcoats and felt boots stuffed with cotton. A budinovka, or a hat with air flaps, was intended for the head, so that the enemies could not see the Russian soldier. On a sheet of poor snow, everyone received a white coat and traveled long distances in it. At first, the volunteers were not given anything at all. Many came to the front in an autumn coat. In 1942, at first only soup and porridge from millet groats were given for more than a month. After a while, already from peace. Sometimes they gave out sugar. Tobacco was given out for several weeks in advance. It even happened that a soldier who refused to smoke was given sweets. The rate of bread distribution at first was 700 grams per day. The only disadvantage of bread is that it dried out quickly. So I think you can imagine how hard it was for soldiers to survive in so-called winters. And also you can imagine how cold it was for German people, because they didn't know that it's gonna be so cold in Russian winter. It was one of the coldest winters. Women held the rear on their shoulders, saved their children, defended the country on an equal basis with men. They served in the Red Army, participated in the partisan movement, took a very direct and active part in the expulsion of occupiers from the Soviet land and in their complete defeat. There was not military specialty that women did not master during the war, and everywhere they showed themselves as true patriots. For courage, selflessness, heroism shown on the battlefields, 150,000 women were awarded orders and medals. 96 people became heroes of the Soviet Union and the Russian Federation.
Песенка девичья, ты лети за ясным солнцем вслед.
The veterans who went through the entire war were awarded medals and orders for bravery and courage. My grandpa Alex Simeon was a Soviet officer and surely took part in the Great Patriotic War. He constructed new arms and tried them in battles. He worked in a military office with famous Kalashnikov. My grandma Anne Simeon was a surgery nurse in the Great Patriotic War period. She saved many lives doing surgery to the soldiers. She took part in many historical battles and defended our motherland from fascism. She had a lot of awards for her heroic job. And they are my heroes. On May 9, the war ended. It was an incredible miracle.
День Победы, как он был от нас далек, как в костре потухшем таял уголек. Были версты, обгорелые в пыли.
So every year on May 9 we celebrate the day of the victory. In honor of this, an annual parade takes place in Moscow on Red Square.
Со слезами на глазах. День Победы, День Победы, День Победы.
The Immortal Regiment is also held in memory of the soldiers. We did not give up our homeland because Russia is very powerful.
Ни ночи битву трудную вели, этот день мы приближали как могли, этот день победы порохом